Hi everyone, we came to Goal today and met Mr. Tim. He came here from Australia just to watch the cricket and see around. And there's an opinion in Sri Lanka. People think that the protest or the revolution is hurting the tourists. But because of this revolution, the tourists are not coming to Sri Lanka. This is a hugely marketed opinion at the moment. So we thought of asking a tourist, what do you feel, Tim? Do you think it is right?
Well, there is some concern, but the concern is not with the protests. The concern is with the fuel supply and the prospect that you may be stranded or unable to move around the countryside. Certainly as a foreigner in Sri Lanka, I've felt incredibly safe. The generosity of the Sri Lankan people has been incredibly heartwarming. Your cricket team didn't go so well.
But we did so well in the ODI.
Yeah, that's right. But you have the second test. But Australia's a democracy. We support the right to protest and the right to hold governments accountable. So I don't think there's any real issue with the protests.
Okay. Do you ever feel unsafe because of these protests are going on?
No, not at all. Not at all. I haven't felt, we've seen a few protests, but normally the protests have been very peaceful.
All right.
They've had placards, there's been some chanting. It's been very civil, it's been very respectful. And I think that is a testament to those people that want government to be accountable for the decisions that they make.
Do you ever feel this is undemocratic?
I do get some sense that the family or the previous president that has stood down. I think it's undemocratic when you apportion a lot of positions in government to family members.
Yeah.
I think that is undemocratic. Democracy should be about merit. It should be about ability. It should be about people taking on those roles that have a particular specialist knowledge and understanding. So I won't use the term nepotism, but I don't necessarily think that one family should dominate all political positions of power and authority.
All right. So after staying here for a few days, what do you think these protests? Are you satisfied with what we do? I mean, as seeing this as an outsider, what do you think? Is it strong enough, or you think we need to grow more? We need more actions? What is your suggestion?
I certainly thought it was a wonderful move to be on top of the fort.
Okay.
I think that was really important to raise the visibility.
Right.
The visibility.
It will increase the visibility.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the visibility is important.
Yeah, right.
Because protests in the street can often be represented as being a rabble, as being chaotic. But what we saw on top of the fort was it was a very peaceful, visible sign of protest.
All right.
So I think raising the visibility is really, really important.
Then we should have capitalized these moments.
I think these moments,
yeah.
yep. And I think in some respects, and the way in which it was conducted was important. Mind you, it was only a very small gathering.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
The problem is in Sri Lanka, some of the guys believe that protesting inside the stadium or using this opportunity to tell the world that we have a problem, they thought it is kind of inhumiliation to the Sri Lanka, the local people.
Yeah.
They thought it is bad to show our problems to the world.
Yeah.
So what do you think about it?
Well, I don't necessarily think the game should be interrupted.
Yeah, we never did.
No, the game shouldn't be interrupted, but I thought having the process on the outside of the ground, I think in some respects working to try and get some support from the Australian cricket team would have been very helpful. The Australian cricket team has supported a lot of movements,
yep.
Black Lives Matter, etc.
Yeah.
So I do think that you need to garner that level of international support to give it the legitimacy it deserves.
Yeah.
So I expect the second test would be a really good opportunity for you to create a visible, permanent protest on top of the fort.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you very much, and all the best. And
we
want the best for Sri Lanka because it's a wonderful, a generous country, and a fine cricketing country as well.
Thank you for visiting.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.